It is something to be in that aircraft, to hear the hum of those engines, especially when we were going into Normandy and we were crossing the channel. I truly had tears in my eyes, as did my crew. It was something very special. Behind me here is an A-26 known as the Invader. She was built in 1944, and the real purpose of her was all of our bombers were getting picked off by the fighters, and they really needed to get something that could outrun those fighters so that we could be more effective and lose less men. So the A-26 is a little bit of an unsung hero. The B-25s love them, kind of a sister medium bomber, but they've had some really great movies. This one is kind of missing that, and I think that's why. But let me give you a few facts that make this very interesting. She carries 16,000 pounds of armament, which is more weight than her brothers and sisters. She ran with a very light crew, only 3, so we were risking less lives at that time. This airframe served in World War II, in Korea, Vietnam, and she served in the Bay of Pigs and the conflict with Cuba. And then she did a whole lot of CIA work. The aircraft got introduced to us on May 10th. Obviously, Normandy D-Day is June 6th. The aircraft came out of a museum, and although an airworthy aircraft, she has really been sitting idle for close to 10 years. So in order to make that happen, we literally got the Millionaire maintenance team together, who are, by the way, jet guys, not radial engine, oil dripping, propeller driven aircraft mechanic guys. And everybody stacked hands and they said, we're gonna make it happen. So led by our crew chief, Rob, they put together a team, and I think for 21 days, they ran 3 shifts, 7 days a week to get this aircraft ready to cross the ocean. And they literally will put an entire Garmin stack to be able to have weather and tracking across the North Atlantic. They did that entire Garmin stack in 5 days. But they did some Herculean effort to make that go. It was really great that we went to Normandy, and thank goodness our brothers in the DC-3s gave us lots of great advice on the way over. For example, they're the ones that called us and said, it turned to 20 below zero in the DC-3s. You boys better bring some thermals, ski suits, hats, gloves, hand warmers, and tape up your aircraft. We're new to the warbird community, but they gave us those great advices. Of course, we landed in Normandy. They're sharing oil. They're helping us to understand the lay of the land. The brotherhood was just phenomenal. I can't describe ice cream if you've not had it. It's hard for me to describe the patriotism, the love, the appreciation for America that people have on D-Day in France. I beg anybody that's got an ounce of patriotism in you, you've got to get to Normandy on D-Day, June 6th, and experience that. We have yet to have really connected with too many of our World War II vets at Oshkosh, but we do have a couple of appointments to do that while we're here. And when we finish, we are also going to actually take the aircraft to a couple of vets that we met in Normandy. We're actually going to go to their hometown so that they can come to the aircraft with their hometown, their families, their social circle, and be a part of it as a local community, which I also think will be a phenomenal, great outreach. If we can get these stories out while our vets are still here to share those stories. I think it's up to people like us and you and people watching this video that if you've got a neighbor, you got a friend, go talk to them. We can kind of turn this from words to an experience. I think that's very important for us. So that's going to be part of the Millionaire Tribute Tour. We're going to continue this by going to their communities and getting them to the airport.